What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Nurse Bass back with another video. And in this video, what I wanted to do is I wanted to discuss whether studies have to consume your life while you're in school. Let's dive in.
Are you listening? Nurse Bass. Beast mode. Grind.
So if you've been following me for any length of time, if you have seen or stumbled across my How to Study for Anatomy and Physiology video, you will have seen that I speak in that video about how I studied for 6 to 8 hours every single day for anatomy and physiology. And a lot of people look at that as asinine. Now, there are others who do adopt that same kind of method of studying, but a lot of people view that basically you're studying for one course as a full-time job. So if you've stumbled across that video or you've heard me say that before, then you might think that the answer to this question from me is yes, it does have to consume your life. I think there's a little bit more gray area than that, but not necessarily, right? So here's the deal. Whenever you're going through nursing school, okay, obviously you have spent a lot of money in order to get into the program. First of all, you've done a lot of work to get into the program, a lot of work on those prerequisites, and you were one of the few chosen, right? So congratulations to you. That's the first thing. You have sacrificed a lot of time in order to get into this program. The second thing is you have paid a lot of money out of pocket in order to get into this program. And all of this is with the objective in mind that hopefully one day all of my personal and financial sacrifices will pay off and I will achieve this career and begin working in this field that I'm trying so desperately to get into. So one might think that it's just logical that while you're in school, it does need to consume your life. But again, there's some gray area, okay? I want to present this to you in a few different ways. School should consume your life in the sense that you are studying as much as is necessary for you to know this information, to know it. A major emphasis on the word know. And what I mean by that is, I want you to study information to the point that you are able to articulate it outwardly into the environment around you without looking at anything. I don't want you to have to look at any shred of study material at all. I want you to be able to teach it to the wall. It's one of the things I used to be very big proponent of whenever I was in school and I was a student is I wanted to be able to teach it to the wall. Hey guys, real quick, I just wanted to let you all know about this amazing company called nursing.com, whose sole purpose is to help prepare aspiring and new nurses for success in this rewarding career. Links down below. They have 4 brand new academies available for whatever stage of the grind you're in. The Pre-Nursing Academy for those aspiring, the Nursing Student Academy for those in the trenches, the absolutely stellar NCLEX Prep Academy with over 99% pass rate, and a program designed to help the new grad nurse navigate this new and intimidating profession. Just pick the path that's right for you. But if funds are tight, don't worry, because nursing.com has a ton of other free resources available to you as well. One day, patient lives will be in your hands. Study like it. Links are in the description. Love you guys. Grind on. And I did it all of the time. And once I was able to articulate it outwardly, then I had studied it enough. So 6 to 8 hours of study time, it absolutely consuming and ruling every waking moment, may not be necessary for you, okay? That's the first thing. The second thing is to understand that not only are you having all of this personal, timely, and financial sacrifices necessary to achieve this career, but at the same time, understanding that this is a season in your life. This is a short period of time in your life in the grand scheme of things, right? In the grand scheme of things, the 2 years that it's going to take in order for you to complete this program, graduate, and take that licensure exam called the NCLEX, it is a short season of your life, right? So I want you to look at it as another form of sacrifice. This is a period of my life where I have to do what has to be done in order to achieve this goal by any means necessary, right? And so if it means for you, and this is individual for everybody, but if it means for you that this absolutely has to rule your life, you have got to be consumed with your studies in order to know it so that you can then do well on these exams, then yes, that's what has to be done. But I want there to be that caveat of but, and that is that this does not need to consume your life to the point of it being detrimental to the self, either physically, mentally, or spiritually. Very important. I don't feel like anything, no pursuit, is worth the cost of your physical, mental, or spiritual well-being. It's very important that you understand that. Not everybody is going to be able to do this. Okay, there are folk out there who are just not going to be able to do what's necessary in order to make it through these programs. The vast majority can though, okay? But what I'm trying to emphasize is you have to take time for you. We're talking about studies consuming your life, right? You have, in the midst of the chaos that is nursing school, you still have got to take time for you. And that means, even if it means pulling out a planner and blocking off your time to the point that you know exactly what you're doing every single hour of every single day during the week and weekend, then that's what you need to do. And in the middle of all of that, you need to block off some time for you to do the things that you enjoy to do. I actually got a comment from somebody recently, and they're like, I've got my first semester of nursing school coming up. I'm so nervous about all of the things that are going to be required of me. And I have a wedding. It was either a wedding or a bachelor party that my friend has already got planned a few months in advance. Is this something that I can even go to, or should I not? Like, what would you do? And in my mind, I'm thinking, you know, this is just one day. This is probably a section of like 4 hours out of one day that this individual is already so mentally anxious over the prospect of what is going to happen if I take these 4 hours away from my studies or from my work and take them for me. And that's what I'm saying. You have got to take time for you. Okay. It just has to be done. Go read that book. Instead of burying your face in Brunner and Sudarth's Med-Surg textbook, go read a couple paragraphs or pages out of that book that you love so much. Go, you know, watch Netflix with the kids, you know, take the kids on an ice cream date, just whatever it is that you enjoy to do. You know, you have got to make time for you. I've mentioned it before, but I'll say it again. You cannot pour from an empty cup, ladies and gentlemen. It is not only true when you're in the profession like I am, but it's also extremely important whenever you're a student. You know, you are in the foundational period of molding molding yourself into the nurse that you're going to be one day. And how much of a disservice will you be doing to yourself if you stretch yourself so thin with all of the work that you have to do and never inject a little bit of you time? It must be done. So I can't sit here and say with absolute certainty that you have got to consume every waking hour with studies, because one day patient lives will be in your hands. But what I will say is, to summarize, twofold. One, study that information until you know it. And two, in the middle of everything that you're going through, make time for you. Might sound like a very simple, straightforward answer, but a lot of people out there who are in the middle of the flames cannot slow down, you know, enough to realize, like, damn, man, I am stretching myself so thin. I'm almost at the breaking point. Sometimes it takes an outsider to just drop that little bit of perspective. Hey, slow down, take a breath. You're doing okay. You're doing what needs to be done. Take a little time for you. It's gonna be okay. Go attend that bachelor party. Go attend that wedding. Have some time with the family. Take a breath. You're going to be okay. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below. We're putting out content every week to motivate, uplift, and inspire you to be the best damn nurse you can be. Hit the like button because it helps with the algorithm, and share with a friend who you think may benefit. It's your boy Nurse Bass, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Peace.